Hey Ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome today talking about the Dead Razor and the problems you guys are having in using it. It's one of the brand new staves that you can use to summon a skeleton to help you fight against the masses, and you can upgrade it and get 2 skeletons. Trouble is though, the recipe for the actual stave, or the skull itself, relies on a Rancid Remain trophy, and so many of you are reporting that you haven't been able to find one, even in saves that are pretty old. So a quick guide on how to get the Dead Razor. Let's go. So the Dead Razor obviously can only be crafted at the gold table, and you are going to need a bunch of the bones, 10 in fact, plus 20 of the Yggdrasil wood and 15 Itra. You also need that Rancid Remains skull, like I said. Thankfully, to upgrade it, you won't need another skull, you only need just the base components, but it's still challenging. A lot of you guys have actually checked as well, have gone into your older worlds, and you surprisingly haven't got any of the Rancid Remains skulls. You've got plenty of regular ones, but not them. So guaranteed at least to find one Rancid Remains, or aka a poisonous skeleton, is in the skeleton surprise. This only happens after you defeated Bone Mass. But you are always guaranteed to get at least one of the poison skeletons to spawn in this event. Otherwise, be prepared to go through a lot of burial chambers that you find in the Black Forest, as they also have a chance to spawn in here too. Now it's considered a rare spawn as well, and don't be trying to farm any of the bone piles. The bone piles only spawn skeletons with shields of the archer types and not the Rancid Remain poisonous ones. So a little bit using cheats, spawning 20 in at a time, I usually drops at least maybe 1 to 2 of the actual Rancid Remains. In fact, one dropped 5, then the rest only dropped 1 each. I'm pretty sure the rare spawn chance is about 10%, so obviously I've got 9 here, but you might get 10 if you did the same. So that's quite problematic. Maybe you get a Rancid Remain spawning in 1 out of 3 of the burial chambers. That's still quite a lot of the burial chambers you're going to have to go through to guarantee to get at least just one of them. Remember, it's not a guaranteed drop from these guys either. So there we go, that's why it's so hard at the moment to actually get the Dead Razor, because so many of you, even with hundreds of hours in the game, might not actually have that many, or you may have just dismissed it, as a lot of people might have done with some of these drops, thinking they'd not be really used for something as crucial as a weapon. I mean, that would be a bit odd, as some stuff clearly is got use or has got use, like the wolf's head and stuff for cloaks. So yeah, never throw away trophies now or in the future. You never know when they're going to be useful. Now the devs do know about this. I've spoken to them and they've said they understand that some people are having real trouble finding them apparently. So they may increase the drop rate, or they may even change the recipe, you're not too sure. Either way though, if you want to get hold of one and you haven't got time to go through a whole ton of them, then you can go ahead and spawn one in. If that's still way too cheaty for you and you still want it to be a challenge, then you can type in event, leave a space and then skeletons to start the skeleton surprise and see if you can get one that way. Or somewhere in the middle, if you just want to spawn the actual poison skeleton on itself, it's spawn, leave a space, skeleton underscore poison, leave a space and how many you want. Check out my other guides on how to actually get the magic up and running, including the refinery and everything else you need, and also one of my older guides for cheats, but I'm also doing a brand new updated one so you can activate and use them all. Hope that helps. Hopefully, like I said, if there's any changes to this in the future, I'll let you guys know, and that's it. Until next time, Ratbags, enjoy trying to get that Dead Razor. Probably not worth it at the moment. I have to say it's still a bit weak sauce. You really do need to get your blood magic up incredibly high for the skeletons to be doing quite a lot of damage and not instantly get killed. At best, they are a diversion tactic, and don't forget that you can only get 2 of the skeletons once you've upgraded the Dead Razor to level 2. There we go. Until next time, Ratbags, laters.